So at Columbia, first of all, we had the core curriculum, so I got the Western canon. That's why I had gone to Columbia. And it was wonderful. It was really wonderful. We had, obviously Western art, Western civilization. We had courses in Western philosophy. And there I studied philosophy. I wasn't intending to do that, but I did. I really liked it. I really gravitated towards it. And it was really good for writing. It forced you to be very precise and I suppose a little more rigorous. So it was a wonderful experience. And then I went to Oxford to do a graduate degree in philosophy, and they had a program at Columbia. There's the Kellett Fellowship. So I was one of the Kellett Fellows for 2000. There were two of us, and I was sent to Oxford. And
what philosophy? Not to interrupt. Did you concentrate?
Yeah, on Wittgenstein. So I studied logic and language, so philosophical logic and philosophy of language, and then I focused on my historical philosopher was Wittgenstein, and it was interesting. I wrote my thesis about vagueness, actually, which is, anyways, a little technical, but it's semantic vagueness in language, but the biggest impact Oxford had on me, although it was a wonderful program and I learned a lot, was really that it occurred during the Second Intifada in Israel. And I saw a level of hatred toward Jews that I was totally unprepared for. I was in a small program. I did the B.Phil at Oxford. It was all male except for me. And other people in my course were suddenly marching in the streets of Oxford under swastikas. Now, there were swastikas covering Israeli flags, but that was something I hadn't seen. These were friends of mine from my course. So, and of course, we got The Guardian at Oxford, which at that time was publishing cartoons of then Prime Minister Ariel Sharon, in which he's pulling a head off a baby. So it really looked like something out of Der Stürmer. And that was really eye-opening for me. I had been so cosseted in America in a certain sense that I wasn't prepared for that level of hatred, frankly, at all Jews, but especially Israel. And then I returned to America and went to Yale Law School, and which at that time was a true paradise. I have very close friends from truly across the political spectrum because it wasn't actually relevant when we were in school. Now
it wasn't CRT based.
No. But not yet. But fairly very, very left wing friends. We didn't. It wasn't an issue at all. This is the early 2000s, and today, obviously, it's a very, very different story. And if you are part of the Federalist Society on campus, you're targeted. Most people don't know this, but the Federalist Society actually started at Yale Law School. It was that open an environment for people of all political persuasions, and it's definitely a little bit disappointing to see that change.